Welcome to the 108 Tourney post-game show. It's the quarterfinals. We're here. We've only got 4 matchups today, and we're going to get right into it. Beefloaf, your internet's back. Give me these matchups.
Allegedly, my internet is back. Matchup number 1 in the 108 Tourney quarterfinals. Herb Lawrence going against Mitchell Kaminsky, and this was a walk. Herb Lawrence led wire to wire, and he wins 71% to 29%. Nice showing by Mitch. Treasy, your thoughts?
You know, I think we found a new content creator in White Sox Twitter. I mean, he was already on a podcast. He was already writing some blogs, but he really stepped up this time. Herb, congratulations. No. Mitch, great job. Great job in this tourney. And Herbie, as always, an elegant winner, one of my favorites. So I'm happy to see him go on to the semifinals.
My Sox Summer, what say you, baby?
I think Herb this year upped his content like dramatically, and it shows, and that's why he's gotten as far as he's gotten. And I think that and Mitch was great, and this is just where name rec kind of hurt him. You know, like if he had some more people and he had some, like more of a buzz going or something, then he probably would have been okay. You know, the name rec kind of paid off for Herbie today.
Let me ask you, MSS.
Yeah.
If Mitch had Father Zoe's rep and brought that content, how close would he have come today? Would it have been neck and neck?
I think it would have been. I want to say Herbie would have only won by 4%.
All right.
Ooh, that's
I think he would have been closer because Zoe's just like more of a household name in the White Sox Twitter land, and I think Mitch is going to be there now and forever now because that guy put on some shit. I mean, the thing today, though, watching him and Missy do the
sex dungeon.
Yes, it's a sex dead dungeon. He's got a Grateful Dead thing back there. Missy and Mitch doing the Wayne's World
right?
thing. I was like, I don't think Missy's probably ever seen that movie, so she had like no idea that what she was doing.
Nor does she know who Queen is.
She's like, Garth?
Oh my God.
Like, you mean Garth Brooks? Like, who are you talking about? Like the Red Solo Cup guy? Oh, that's Toby Keith. Luke, what did you think? Thinking of Red. What did you think of this today?
So, Mitch, his intro promo today, he kind of knew what was coming, how he was trying to cover the spread and everything else there. I fucked this up for Mitch a little bit, though, because the previous post-game show and the preview, I was saying, Mitch's content is so good, he doesn't need all these endorsements from big-name Twitter accounts. He could do this on his own without it.
Yes, he does.
And then...
Yes, he does.
Everyone does.
Then he didn't have... I didn't see the endorsements rolling through today. I'm like, oh, fuck. If he had those endorsements, maybe he would have stood a bit of a stronger chance. He might have covered the spread if he fucking got those endorsements rolling through today instead of getting beat like he did. But Mitch, that was fucking he had a good run. It was awesome. Good for Herb. Like he's been, waiting in the wings through the years in this tourney, like 1 and done, 2 and done. And now he's established. Like I didn't expect Herb to make it to the Final Four. You ask Herb if he expected to make it to the Final Four, he'd probably be like, nah, man, I got no shot. So good for Herb. Good for Mitch for making a good run in his first year. Like that was an awesome little run there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got 2 general thoughts here. Number 1, Mitch, do not keep your content inside your podcast, baby. You see how much you mushroomed, how many followers you probably tripled his following. Like when we were setting the brackets up originally, I didn't have Mitch in the under 500 bracket. I had him in some other bracket, and then I looked at it, I'm like, you only got 238 followers? I'm putting you in this bracket. And then obviously he clubbed everyone over the head in that bracket. So put your stuff out there. Don't just contain it to a podcast. It's a good general rule of thumb anyway. And number 2, Herbie got the CHGO fan behind him. For some reason, the score wasn't able to pick him up in prior years. No. CHGO fan was able to this year. So that's a strong showing for them in general, in my opinion.
Big question here.
Yes, sir.
After all of Mitch's content, do you now know how to spell his name?
I think so, but I could forget by next year. We'll see.
You spelled it right in the second round. The second.
Well, I changed it after he told me. Of course, I'm not a moron, but.
Cheers to you, Mitch. I mean, is this the right
for
size
ruining my
for you
joke,
or
MSS.
what? Hey, cheers. How did I ruin your joke?
Next matchup.
Stupid joke.
Was littered with bots. And so we're going to kick it to Treasy, but it was Messy Carroll versus my wife, Mrs. Beefloaf, in quarterfinal number 2. Treasy, what say you?
once again, these dudes could not resist the bots. They could not resist them. They had to get them in there. But, yeah, I mean, Missy was leading all day long. And despite as much as I want to put my sister-in-law forward, it is going. That would be great if I was just like,
funny.
You know what? She's related to me. She's going. No,
She's going.
Missy's moving forward. I think most people knew that was going to be the decision.
Yeah.
But there you go. Missy moves forward.
Yeah, Mrs. Beef even, she put out a little speech that it was obvious that Missy belonged moving forward. One of our cats was grooming itself right behind her, so very nice stuff.
Awesome.
MSS, what do you think about this matchup?
I'm really proud of Mrs. Loaf to get as far as she got, and I love that she's done that, and she got further than you, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Further than me, further than Cherise, further than everybody, and I think that was fun. It was fun to see that, and it was fun to see her get some recognition for her hard work too, having to put up with you mostly, which is just hard, and she should be rewarded. I'm also very impressed with Missy, coming from not even being on White Sox Twitter last year to this year, all of a sudden being in your first, Final Four, which is amazing. Just being this far is very good for her too. And the content creation from her is something that is leaves to be like a lot of people desire it, right? Like, be able to produce that much shit and to think of stuff. People don't really understand that, I could talk. Like Slim Mix says all the time to me, I could just talk. I can do
Sure.
that. No, you can't.
Well, you can. I think most people can, but they need to make people care about it, and that's
That's
the
right.
tough part.
That's the key.
That's true. Or just sit there. I was impressed with her content creation so far, and I continually am always amazed with what she does and how she comes up with something new. And punishes herself.
This isn't.
Cup.
This isn't just recycled content. This is all you could tell it's Missy's creative mind putting stuff together over the last couple of days or before the matchup when you got a full weekend to think of stuff, and then you just people need to realize how good this content is. And I put out the thread earlier today, she's been doing some good shit for us, with putting stuff on the 108 site and doing all these different things. It did help that, I had a few drinks the other night, and a certain 2005 World Series champion took notice of the 108 tourney and got wind of Missy's tweets. We could talk more about that once we get moving forward here with the next matchup, because we'll address that a little bit more when we talk about that matchup.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm also proud of my wife getting as far as she did, and I'm proud of the recognition she's getting because she has been part of this thing for a long time, mostly behind the scenes, but also, there's content out there where she's teaching us basically how to do these live streams, because we did them like shit, and then we got a lot better after she showed us what to do. So there's a lot of that goes into this. You guys don't realize the influence that our wives have on us, even if it's not directly in making the content. So they're a huge part of this. And so I was really happy to see her to get the recognition from this. Teresa, any last thoughts?
No, man, you guys are doing great. I'm proud of all of you.
Let's pay some bills.
Fine. Yeah, let's pay some bills.
Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
I'll do it. When looking to buy a home, choosing the right realtor can be a struggle. You need someone with experience, knowledge of the area, and most of all, a strong desire to get the right fit for every customer. As the founder of the RG Group at Dreamtown, Riz brings to the table a wealth of real estate experience coupled with a great knowledge of the Chicagoland area. Riz's business runs the gamut from single-unit investors to high-end luxury buyers and sellers. Still, he holds a special affinity for first-time buyers. Riz loves walking a first-time buyer through every step of the often complex process of becoming a homeowner. Seeing the smile on a new homeowner's face after closing is truly a rewarding end to a long journey. Riz maintains a very loyal client base, and over the last several years, over 95% of his business has come from prior clients and their referrals. He truly appreciates the faith his clients put in him and treats all referrals with the utmost level of service. So if you're looking to buy or sell, please consider Riz Galani with RG Group at Dreamtown and his team of professionals. As a former client, Riz walked us through our first time buying experience and was very patient. With over 18 years experience, he has the contacts to get you the best rates and inspectors you can trust. Riz Galani with the RG Group at Dreamtown. Check out his team at rggroupchicago.com or give him a call at 773-456-6168. Start your home buying journey today with a trusted realtor.
MSS, have you learned to play that on guitar yet?
I'm going to. You know what I got to get, honestly, and it's something I've
guitar?
No, I have those. I need to get those guitar chords back that we tried to use for the podcast like years ago.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
still in Loaf's basement somewhere, and it's like I bought them during the pandemic because I was like, oh, I'm gonna start shredding again, and then I did not. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen. I pull out the acoustic about every 6 months, and then play some ditties, and then put it right back in there, and then look forward to the time I get to tune it again. It's a good time. This Baja Blast isn't bad, by the way. It's a good one. I could drink one of these if I had to. And I think what most of people said, Luke, in the Twitters was like, the first couple drinks aren't good, but then it gets better. It does. It's actually true, because the first couple drinks I was like,
gotta
man,
open
fuck
it
this
up.
shit. And then I couldn't have another drink. I was like,
aerate it a little bit,
This isn't fucking horrible. So I hope there's no caffeine in it. Is there caffeine in it though, Luke? I don't think there is, right?
Zero caffeine, zero sugar. It's good for you.
Pretty sweet.
It's good for you.
That's a waste of time.
I can't wait to piss like bright yellow tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. I'm sure it's full of nutrients.
It's green. It's teal or turquoise though. You're not gonna piss bright yellow.
Sounds like it sucks.
You're gonna piss turquoise.
It does sound like it sucks. Beef.
Let's move on to matchup number 3. Yeah, let's go to quarterfinal number 3, and that was Summer George, former champion from 2021, versus Baloney, the king of the bums. And Summer George in a walk right here, 67% to 33%. Teresi, what do you think about Summer George's return to relevance this year in the 108 tourney?
I mean, all you needed to see today was that Four Loko wants to hook up with him and get him some merch.
That's right.
Like this is the brand he's bringing. He's back. He's fully back. He's not he's not off in a different country this time. He's fully engaged on this, and he's going to be very, very hard to stop. A sex tape did not stop him today.
That's right. Let it roll over. MSS, your thoughts?
I like the return to relevance. I like the bringing back the card. When he did a video, I think it was Friday or might have been Thursday, and he was just like, "I'm back. We're back." And I was like, "I can feel this. I feel it." And it's like we know what we were in for. And so him screeching into the Final Four is awesome. So yeah, just looking forward to this next. We'll talk about the next round, but man, there's gonna be some bangers here. It's not gonna be easy. Also, fuck Four Loko. The easiest thing to do is to give somebody a T-shirt and some stickers for buying your product. I mean, good God. I mean,
see, I knew this was coming.
If you really like the person, like
sponsorship,
give him some goddamn money. I don't need a fucking T-shirt. Fuck you, your T-shirt.
This was coming.
Can I fix my liver cirrhosis with a fucking T-shirt? No, I cannot. I need money and health insurance and a balanced diet and all sorts of other crap. I do not need a fucking T-shirt, a fucking do-rag, a couple fucking goddamn.
You would take a do-rag.
Stickers.
Fuck that. You would definitely take a do-rag.
I might take a do-rag from Hard Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Luke, what do you think about Baloney's run to the Final 8 here? It's stopping right now against Summer George, which is a tough out. What do you think about his whole tournament campaign?
He had a good rookie year with this 108 tourney. Like every round, he's cutting badass promos. He did a great job all the way through. That sex tape at the end, he followed through with the sex tape. Most people do these things like, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and then it doesn't happen. He actually made the sex tape. It happened. We all saw it. We witnessed it. As far as Summer George being back, he's not fucking back. Like, guys, he's still recovering from Friday night's issues with the Four Loko. He didn't do shit today. Like, he's laying in the weeds, like, ready to go for the matchup in the next round. Like, he's not ready to go. He's not back. He'll be back tomorrow. I think he's going to be back tomorrow, but, like, there was no fucking way you could tell me that Summer George is back after his performance today. Like, he walked through Baloney today knowing that he had to not do as much as he did on Friday. Like, he knew he had to bring it against Brian Knights, and that he knew, like, hey, Baloney's a great guy, and he's got great content, but in Summer George's brain, at least if I was Summer George, I'd be like, I'm fucking Summer of George. I don't need to do shit this round because I'm fucking Summer of George. I'm hungover still from fucking Friday night, and then I'm going to be ready to go in the Final Four on Tuesday. So he was kind of laying back today. I think he's going to
Good strategy. He won by 35%.
That's what I'm saying.
It's his big dick, and he'll fuck when he wants to. I know the Dirk Diggler strategy. There's nothing wrong with that. Use it when you got him.
He's going to bring it tomorrow, but he was still recovering from Friday night. I'm telling you that right now.
The comments think you're slandering him. I don't think you're slandering him. I think you're saying
Absolutely
that
not.
he had an easy day.
I'm saying he's not the same Summer George as he was 3 years ago doing this. Like those 4 loco chugs on Friday night are still affecting him today. So he's going to be ready to go tomorrow morning.
I don't know, man. You've been kind of off on a lot of things, Luke, so I'm not really going to take what you said.
The bottom panel guys are going to fight, I have a feeling.
Oh, fuck. You never know. Sex tape number 2.
He's going to hurt me. He's trying to stare into my soul right now with those eyes.
He's got you. You're
going to get me.
You're fucked.
I'm sorry, Luke. I apologize.
I was just speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth. Like Summer George knows what he's doing. He's going to be ready to go tomorrow. Like, come on. Like he didn't do shit today. He's waiting in the weeds for tomorrow and for the championship if he gets that far.
In the weeds.
Yeah, I said it.
Absolutely. All right. In the final quarterfinal matchup, we once again had bots. I don't know how relevant they are, but it was LA White Sox against Senior Sox, Treasy. Those kind of bots.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even matter. I mean, like this was Alley was way up, and then someone bought bots on the Alley side. Okay.
These bots are so.
I mean, like I don't know. Like I don't get the point. But hey, Alley wins. It was a fucking blowout. It was gonna be anyways.
She's won every matchup by 30-plus points. Bots are not. Like, just absolutely a juggernaut, crushing everything in sight. My Sox, what do you think about LA White Sox so far this tournament?
I mean, I liked what she put out there today. See, this is what I think the bots were. She put out, I don't know if it was today or was last night, and she said, I'm not above posting thirst traps to going against Summer of George. Yeah. And I'm like, whoever bought the bots was like, I want these thirst traps, and I'm going to pay money to make sure these fucking things happen. So to punish the bots, Allie, you should not post thirst traps. That's all I have to say. Keep it on. Drink some Baja Blast from Hard Mountain Dew. It's good stuff.
Luke, your thoughts on the matchup?
I think Senor would have stood a better chance if he got another porn star endorsement this round. I didn't see one.
That's true.
Yeah, good call.
That was the difference, I mean, or maybe he had to show hog. I don't know. Like that. Allie's just steamrolling through everybody. She's showing, again, I say this every fucking time, she's a number 1 seed for a reason, and she's hog slapping everybody or dong whipping everybody or whatever the hell you want.
Hog slapping.
Hog slapping sounds good.
That's yours. I'll use dong whip. You use a hog slap. I like it. We each got one.
Hog hack.
Let's get a couple drinks here. Cheers, Yump.
Thanks, Yump.
Yump.
Yum says thoughts about Elon's tweet about bots and verified polls. Now, sounds good, Elon, from the idea of like you're trying to combat bots, but you said it'll be April 15th, and current Twitter release schedule means April 15th, 2024. So we got one more tournament before that comes into play. So we'll worry about that in 2025. And then we got one from Baloney. Cheers, all. Cheers to you, Baloney. Great job, man.
Great
Good
sex
job,
tape.
buddy.
Can't wait to see Baloney on opening day. It's going to be a fun one. And by the way, Luke, one for you. Summer George says he was 100% recovered Saturday afternoon.
He's full of shit. I don't believe that for a guy.
However, he follows it up and says, but he's right. I was chilling today waiting to strike. So giving you credit for your thought process there. So
I was right, but I was also wrong. Are you going to be
back tomorrow, Summer George? Are you back tomorrow? Because he also predicted that. So you can be
Luke's
back
thought process.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no
I love that meme.
Chorizo or My Sox Summer, can we pay one more set of bills before we get into tomorrow's matchups?
You got it. Pop quiz time. What's almost as important as the actual game? That's right, you guessed it. It's the pregame. And there's no better place to pregame than 3434 South Hall Street, your friendly neighborhood Wings and Rings. Located in the heart of Bridgeport, Wings and Rings knows the deal. Get you fed and watered before you go to the game. With a full menu and full bar, Wings and Rings is forever the right call. Looking for a place to watch the tournament? Wings and Rings has you covered. With nearly 425 screens, you'll never miss a moment during the madness. So swing by, call, or order online. Wings and Rings is there for you. 773-579-9464 or online at vwr2go.com. That's a fly ad.
Drew, I laugh every time he says pop quiz time as well. I crack up every time I hear it. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's get into tomorrow's matchup. So the semifinal matchups, they're both going to start at 8 a.m. tomorrow. That's Tuesday, March 28th. It's going to be Herb Lawrence against Messi Carroll and Summer George versus Alley White Sox. Treasy E, what you looking forward to tomorrow?
A lot of content, because these ain't going to be easy ones. This is as tough as it's going to get in this tournament. So, I mean, the content's got to be flying. It's got to be. I don't expect Missy to stay up all night, but I do expect her to come strong. I think everybody has to, because getting that final, I don't know if we've had a tougher Final Four.
Yeah, I don't think we have. I agree with you, Treasy. I think this is
like, I feel
the
like a
toughest
couple
one.
of years we were like kind of like, okay, we know which two are going to the final. That is not the case this year. I have no idea.
MSS.
Yeah, I mean, agree with all that, and it better be fucking good. God damn it! I bought 3 of these hard Mountain Dews, and I want to drink one tomorrow in celebration of something fun. I'm looking. I'm not gonna make. I don't have like a lot of horses in the fight or the horses in the race. Dogs in the fight right now. Dogs in the fight. I'm getting there, Luke. Just take it easy.
Hogs in the mud.
Hogs in the mud. Dongs in the dogs in the buns. All that shit. I don't need none of that. I feel like I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not gonna vote right away. I'm gonna see what people are bringing, and then I'm gonna make my decision based on that. And like today, oh yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can see. How's it feel?
Oh yeah.
How's it feel? But yeah, I'm gonna wait and see how it starts off and how it goes. And I'm looking forward to the Allie and Summer George big time. I think that's gonna be great. Herb and Missy is a strong second though. Strong second. So, Luke, what do you think?
Yeah. So that Herb and Missy matchup is not going to be 70-20. Or 28 or whatever the fuck the math was in that first one with the hog whipping today that Mitch got from Herb. It's going to be close. I would say that I think the content will be there from Missy's standpoint. I don't know what it's going to be like from Herb's standpoint. He's the big name. He's probably the favorite. I don't even know what the seed numbers are for the two of them without looking into it. But I mean, you got to have more than just content. You got to have a theme. You got to have a theme to go with it. 6 seed.
2 and a 6.
Okay. So I mean, this is a dead heat. It's going to be close.
Herb was a 5. I'm sorry.
None of us fucking actually know without looking. That's
Herb's a 5 and Missy's a 4.
Oh, so you know without looking.
But I know different brackets. The different brackets make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
It
makes it irrelevant. So that's fine.
I will say Herb does have a show in the middle of the day that he could help use to
push people over there. Yeah, I think the interesting thing here is on one side of the bracket, you've got Allie and Summer George. They're veterans of the tournament. Allie's been to this far in the tournament basically every time she's been in it. She's gotten all the way down to the Final Four, hasn't been able to convert and win a championship. Summer George has converted and won a championship. He's had a runner-up finish where he beat me in the semis and he lost to White Sox Dave, and then he had a championship where he won. So he's been down. They've both been down here before. They kind of know what this looks like. Herbie and Missy are newcomers. They're just brand spanking new to them, right? So they're probably on fumes at this point with regards to all the stuff they've done. Whereas Allie and Summer George have got a chance to lay back a little bit in some of their matchups because they've won in the walk. So I'm interested to see. I think the Allie Summer George one has a chance to be a powder keg because they've been laying back. So they should have some stuff available for this last round. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to who ends up hanging this banner.
I gotta the dynamite.
I got to backtrack on one of those things you said there about Herb and Missy being on fumes. Missy pulled a fucking all-nighter after having her around the night before. I don't think she's on fumes because she's still pumping out content. Like, there's no fumes there. Like, there's
I think
zero
what Beef's saying is, though, that she hasn't stopped. So, like...
I don't know if fumes exist.
She's unstoppable, is what you're saying.
I think it's tough.
Yeah.
I think it's tough when you've had to put that much output to still have really quality stuff laying back there. Whereas they haven't had to put out a lot, so I think they probably do have some good stuff laying back there. That's just a hypothesis given the amount of effort. It's like when you can rest your players for the fourth quarter, you're going to be a little fresher the next day. You know, like, and she hasn't been able to rest her players for the fourth quarter.
As someone who put out a lot in their 20s, it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Didn't we have Summer George versus Allie a couple of years ago, like in the Elite Eight or the Final Four? I feel like this is a very deep cut, like rematch, like from at least 2 years ago, where like
they did in fact meet up in the Final Four 2 years ago. That's correct, 2021.
And she met with Knights last year too.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So
come
on, Allie. Jesus Christ.
It's time to win one, right?
Where's that Grim Reaper meme that she used to always put out with all her opponents that she took out? Like, I think you got to bring that back out. But like in real life form. Like, real life form, do that meme. Like,
yeah, go kill 4 people.
No, that's not the attitude. Don't say I'm a failure, Allie.
Stop
Cut that shit out.
Jesus
all right?
fucking Christ.
Can't's the real C word, all right?
No, it's not.
You're the best, Loaf. I miss
Bless you guys. I love you
All right,
too.
Beef. What time tomorrow
Can't
night,
wait
buddy?
to hug you.
I don't know. Let's tee it up 8:15 again. Let's go for it. We'll get these final matchups together.
All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow night then.
We'll see ya.
later, dude.